Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I have decided to take a little break for the usual platforming stuff and show you something a bit more different. So let's take a look at a quality game from a shoot 'em up genre, specifically one called Sine Mora, or I don't know how exactly is it pronounced. So let's do this. So these are the authors, and I haven't heard of them before playing this game. And this is the game itself. As you can see from the very menu, the developers seem to have taken the game quite seriously, and you'll come to agree with that once you see the game. I'm already at what seems to be the second chapter, and I'm gonna go on where I last left off. Here's one thing about the game: it has quite an elaborate story, but since I have already read this thing and I don't like to bore you with the details, I'm just gonna skip this. There's a cutscene anyway, so I'm gonna keep that one so that you know a little bit, so that you can soak in the atmosphere a little bit. As you'll see later, you switch a bit between different pilots of different abilities, and it really is quite diverse from the angle of the story. So anyway, this is the gameplay. It's pretty standard for a shoot 'em up. As you can see, you just fly around and shoot. But there are several things which aren't quite as common. One is that what you saw at the top of the screen was a timer which is there instead of lives, and it goes down constantly and also goes down a bit more when I take a hit and goes up when I destroy enemies. So it is quite varied how long can you last depending on your skill in combat and such. So there's one quite nice difference. It really fits quite nicely to the game in my opinion. The other one, which is not really much original in games, in indie games nowadays, is that you can slow time. Yeah, common as that. It is very nice, but as I said, quite unoriginal. And then you, instead of the bombs which are usual in many shoot 'em up games, you have a special ability which is specific for each pilot. So, and you have only a limited amount, so I'm gonna save this for the boss fight. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a tight spot here. And also the charges you have for your special attacks don't transfer between pilots throughout the chapter, so you really have to conserve. Also, as you might have noticed a bit a while ago, the game punishes you quite a lot for taking a hit, because you lose all or most of your power-ups to the basic weapon, and you have to collect them back if you want them, which you usually won't. So you grow weaker and weaker. So you really have to take care if you want to get far. Yeah, so some story. It sometimes is quite difficult to evade the walls, but I don't seem to be having... Why did I die? Okay. Apparently something has happened. I think it might have had something to do with the girl telling me to hurry up a bit and I didn't listen. Yeah, apparently there is some... What? Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. Why am I dying? Does the red light kill me or... What? Why do I die? Okay, I have kind of wondered what happens when I lose all the credits anyway, so... Apparently I have the option to... Yeah, I was playing it challenging the whole time and it seemed quite a reasonable challenge, but I'm guessing that I will go back from the scratch again, so I won't have the power-ups to the primary weapon, which is gonna make it quite harder, but let's see how I deal with it. Yes, just I guessed, I have got the firepower back at 1. So yeah, this is going to be a tough return. Anyway, the controls were quite smoothly, even for a gamepad, which I've always found to be quite difficult for playing shoot 'em ups, and I rather use mouse whenever I have the option. The music fits the environments quite nicely. I'm gonna die now. Yeah, 5 credits. I could probably beat this chapter with this one. Okay, I did not expect this video to take this turn at all. So yeah, when you play on the harder mode, it is quite challenging when you have to get back from scratch without all the power-ups to the weapon. Yeah, that was the special attack for this pilot. It kind of seems to me, but that might just be an impression, that the less power-ups I have to the firepower, the more the power-ups appear actually. So I can get back to shape more easily. Yeah, there's another one. I'm already somewhere around the power I was when I died last time, so let's not screw it up so that you can even see a boss fight or two in this video. I'm guessing it might also come in handy to listen to what the girl said before the cutscene where I died. Damn it. If I even get there, it seems. Are you serious? Yeah, so not as much checkpoints in the difficult mode. Screw this. I have a different idea. I'm just gonna go to the normal difficulty mode so that you can see more of the game. So anyway, I'm also guessing that the developers might be Hungarian or something like that, because when you listen to the voices which dub the cutscenes, you find out that they aren't really in English but something which reminds me of the Hungarian language. So that's that. All in all, I have a pretty good impression of the game so far, because it provides a nice amount of variety. The challenge seems to be reasonable, except for the tunnel where I died 3 times in a row. Yeah. Anyway, on a side note, why am I not using the time stub in tight situations? I don't really know. I probably should. Also, the boss fights are quite intense and quite long too, and very interesting. It's kind of an eye candy, all this game. Yeah, so this is how you can kick ass with the time slowdown. Somehow this doesn't seem as hard as before. I don't know why. No idea. Yeah, so like this you can avoid it. So what I've noticed as a difference from the harder mode is that the ability to slow down time drains a lot more slower than in the challenging mode. If I were to do this in there, I would be already at the bottom of it, empty. Yeah, this means that I've reached the checkpoint. So what's she saying? Okay, nothing useful really. Do it fast, okay. Yes, I get it now. You're supposed to hide in the raw material so that it won't destroy you. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that actually makes sense. So these red lasers are apparently supposed to find out whether there are some foreign objects in the ducts or something, and you're supposed to hide in the debris. And here I thought that it was actually the debris killing me, but no. So yeah, apparently you have to pay a little bit attention to what's going on in order not to get killed. I kinda wish I could switch the difficulty back to challenging, but yeah, that here's the boss. So yeah, as you can see, the developers have really put a lot of effort into making the boss fights quite interesting. Damn it. I missed the special attack. So as you can see right now, the bosses tend to have uh, plenty of even these like bullet hell moments where you really have to be either quite agile or use the slowdown feature a lot. It almost seems I'm getting my ass kicked by all his attacks, but since this is the easy difficulty, it doesn't really look as bad on the timer up there. I think I would be already dead in the challenging mode. And I'm probably supposed to hide above him when he does that. Whoa. This section wasn't really hard at all, don't you think? What's going on? He seems to be dying on his own. Ah, not really. I'm supposed to shoot him. Just like that. Not much of a challenge really, I think. So the title didn't lie. The normal difficulty is really for the new players to the genre. So what I'm gonna do now is to let you take a look at the cutscene, which is following now. Yeah, it brings me to another part of the level with a different environment. New fresh one with a completely different pirate, one I've never seen so far. And since I've already wasted enough time dying in the last section, I'm gonna quit it here and show you a little bit of what else is there to do in the game. And when I'm done recording this video, I'm gonna play that level again on the challenging mode and hopefully beat it this time, because I want it. So yeah, apart from playing the story in the usual way by opening up new stages as you go, you can also play it in an arcade mode, which, as if I understand correctly, you have to start all over the whole game again when you die, so nothing for me here. Then you have a score attack mode where you hunt points. I don't know, I just really guessed from the name. And you have part when you can just train for killing the bosses, apparently to prepare you for these arcade and score attacks. So yeah, it seems that what was the intention here is to make it challenging enough for hardcore gamers, as well as providing the story mode with the low difficulty levels for not hardcore gamers. So since I'm something in between, I'm just gonna play the story mode on the harder of the two difficulties. So yeah, that's that. Sine Mora. Apparently a game accessible for all sorts of gamers, from casual one to the hardcore ones. Graphically very well done. Gameplay wise also good. So all in all, highly recommended, and you shouldn't really miss it, whether you like shoot 'em ups or not. So that's all for me. Thank you for watching and goodbye.